I regret to inform you that the left are spiralling. They are becoming more unhinged, more divorced from reality and more prone to violence. Witness the uprising, the insurrection happening in Minneapolis right now, where another violent agitator has been shot dead, this time during a scuffle with police. Now, the media and the left, but I repeat myself, are reporting this fatal shooting as an execution, a murder of an innocent, peaceful protester. Indeed, according to CNN, Alex Pretti is the perfect human.
They chose to, they killed the wrong guy, right? Because this is like the perfect guy. Alex Pretti is the guy you would want to date your daughter. The guy you would want your son to grow up to be, a decent human being who was serving humanity, serving sick veterans, who is, there is nothing that has been said about that man that isn't wonderful. And so they can't malign him. They can't malign him because we have the videos.
Oh, we have the videos, all right. Let's look at this so-called perfect man, the one you want your daughter to marry and your son to become.
We arrived around 10:15 a.m. We saw observers shouting at the agents as they walked back to their vehicles. When they started driving away, the man kicked their taillight, and then got out of the vehicle, grabbed him, and pushed him to the ground.
That's your perfect man, CNN Ana Navarro, spitting on officers and kicking in their cars' taillights as they drive away. That encounter was 11 days before the fatal shooting, and it's worth noting Alex Pretti came to these violent encounters where protesters are obstructing and attacking ICE agents and federal officers. He chose to come to these violent protests armed with a loaded gun and extra ammo, but you know, he shouldn't be dead. He should be in jail. If he was locked up for that violent behaviour you just saw, he'd be alive today. But they let him go, didn't even charge him because they have limited resources, and there are hundreds more like Pretti breaking the law, obstructing and attacking officers. But the media, activists and celebrity class have decided that what is happening in Minneapolis shames the Trump administration, not the left. Let's now have a look at the 5 biggest Hollywood meltdowns of the week, starting with John Leguizamo.
Unfollow me, don't come to my shows, and don't watch my movies.
Gladly, John, gladly, and do seek help. You look like you need it. Also needing help is this next last, the beautiful but dim Natalie Portman, who comes in at number 4 on our list of Hollywood lefties losing it.
It's been a horrible week, and it's very joyful to be at a film festival and in a creative community celebrating film together. But what is happening in our country is just obscene, and what Trump and Kristi Noem and ICE are doing to our citizens is, and to undocumented people, is outrageous and needs to end. And I'm very moved by all of the people coming out and supporting each other in community and showing the best of America.
Yes, deranged leftists violently obstructing officers trying to enforce the law is the best of America. Well done, Natalie, you absolute simpleton. Coming in at number 3 is another actress, Olivia Wilde, who claims law enforcement are just wandering the streets, murdering people.
This country is hurting, and it's appalling. I'm appalled. I'm sickened. And we can't go another day just sort of accepting this as our new norm. It's outrageous. People are being murdered. And I don't want to normalize seeing people being murdered on the internet, on film. It's hideous. And so if we can do anything out here to support the movement to cast ICE out, to delegitimize this unbelievably criminal organization.
Criminal organisation, really. For their own good, these actors should not be allowed to speak unless reading from a script someone else has written. Now, the number 2 spot of actors losing it this week goes to Billy Porter, who had this meltdown because superstar Nicki Minaj has declared her support for President Trump.
Nicki Minaj has been trending, over her.
Her. When people show you who they are, believe them the first time. And all of them.
Wow, that dude needs help. Really should be reopening the asylums, all of them, please. But Billy is just the runner-up. Coming in at #1 in our Hollywood Lefties losing it list is Jane Fonda, who has been consistently wrong for approximately 80 years. Here she goes on a mad rant defending Don Lemon, who was at a vile protest where a church was stormed during Sunday service.
Don Lemon is a professional journalist. He and his producer were doing their job. Nothing more, nothing less. And he's been arrested. And they'll make up all kinds of defamatory things to say about him. That's what they're doing. This is how autocrats act. We can't fall for it. We have to speak up. When a red line is crossed like this, we cannot be silent.
No, I think the red line was crossed, Jane, when your so-called professional journalist decided to join in the planning of an illegal action and then took part in storming a church, terrifying parishioners, including children, during Sunday prayers. And he was silly enough to put most of that on tape. There's plenty of evidence there. Now, that's not journalism. It's not even activism. It is reprehensible conduct that is against the law. And as the left loved saying when they were in power, no one is above the law.